It's good to see you. I'm Zoe, for those of you who don't know me. I'm glad to see all of Alyssa's family. I mean, I've grown up with you guys, been around the house for forever. Everything's, I know you people. And I mainly want to talk to the two of you today because I never imagined Alyssa getting married at 18, ever. It was all of us, when we grew up together, it was always just her and I, me and her doing everything together. We were going to have crazy adventures. We were going to do things with our lives. She even told me, I was like, so you're going to get married when you graduate, right? She was like, are you kidding me? She's like, I have to grow up first. She's like, I've got growing up to do. And then 3 months later, she's engaged. So, who knew, right? I want to talk to you all today, and mostly to you, Bryce, about my best friend, Alyssa. I want to talk to you about how, since we were little, we've been best friends, and through growing up, we grew apart, but nothing changed between us, and now how the two of you are going to start a family together, and I'm really super happy for you guys. Alyssa and I have known each other since in the womb, quite frankly. Her mom and my mom were friends through high school, and they would talk together, and they were pregnant with each other. We were chilling in the womb, having telepathic conversations about what we were going to do when we got out of there, and we did just that. We have pictures together of us in the bathtub with our hair in like alien pointed hairs. It's weird. And then we have pictures when we're in our diapers with chocolate all over our faces, just smiling like we're the cutest things in the world. And it's been that way. It was that way all growing up. We did the craziest things together. I remember when we were younger, she and I had a sleepover one time, and whatever she did, I got so mad at her. I was so mad, and I was like, I'm going home. And she was like, don't go home. She's like, I'm sorry, just stay here. I was like, no, I'm going home. She's like, okay, well, finish the movie first. And we were like 5, so I was like, okay, I'll finish the movie. So then we ended up falling asleep during the movie, but I woke up afterwards at like midnight, and I went into Alyssa's mom's and Paula's room, and I said, Paula, take me home. And she did. And the next morning, I got a phone call from Alyssa, and she was crying, and she was like, where did you go? And I was like, I told you I was leaving. You made me mad. And it's just funny to us to think, like, I went home after that, and it was the greatest. Another time was when we were little, we were, I think, 7. Paula was like, hey, we're going to Costco, so get ready, get your shoes on. And so we took get our shoes on as let's get pretty. So 7 years old, we broke out her giant makeup kit with neon shades of disgusting, and we put it all over our faces and our lipstick on because we didn't know what boys we were going to see there. We had to be ready to see the boys at Costco. So this is the kind of girl you're marrying, Bryce. I hope you're listening. Like, she's a freak. I mean, I love her to death, but she's a crazy lady. I mean, I don't even know, but it's the stupid things like that that I remember most from when we were younger, and just the greatest memories that I have, and I'm so grateful that I got to share those with you, Alyssa. And as we grew up, I knew it got harder for us to maintain that same kind of thing, because we grew up and you got intense with basketball, and I got intense with soccer, and we got busy all the time, and I know that we were in two different cities. You were in Mesa, I was in Gilbert, and I went to Gilbert, you went to Mountain View and all this stuff, and it got just hard for us. But nothing ever changed, I feel. You were still that person I could text or, tell you, hey, I need to talk, and you would be there to talk, and, like, there were times where you needed me, and I was there, and I'm so glad that, like, we got to keep that together. We got to keep that relationship that we had, and it means the world to me. And now you're sharing your world as you grew up with Bryce. And I don't really know you, Bryce. I didn't know you when you guys got engaged. I mean, your engagement story is crazy to me. Because it was like 11 o'clock on a Monday, and I was scrolling through Instagram, and I see this ring, and I was like, oh, cute, someone got engaged. And I was like, what? What? It's Alyssa? I was like, are you kidding me? I called you. Do you remember this? Just nod. I called you, and I was screaming at you, and you were just giggling on the other end, thinking it was so funny that you got engaged and didn't tell me. It's not funny. It's not funny. So I just called you, and we were just laughing and giggling, and we talked about it, and my mom was just looking at me like, what is going on? She had no idea. She was going crazy. So, then we called your mom, we were talking to her about it, and I mean, I was so ecstatic for you. I knew that this was right, even though you had said, I need to grow up, and you had just met him when you went to EA. I knew it was right for you. And I can tell now especially that the two of you are going to be the best couple out there, quite frankly. I just know that he makes you so happy. And I'm so glad for you. your story, honestly, is that Mr. and Mrs. Wright can be anywhere at any time. And it doesn't matter, you know, if you're 18 or 22. It doesn't matter if you just graduated from high school or if you're, you know, a firefighter. It can happen to anyone. It can happen to anyone at any time, and I'm so grateful. Listen, I'm so grateful for our friendship when we were younger, and I'm so glad that we got to keep that even though we grew up. And now I'm so glad for you two to be able to start a family together and to spend eternity with each other. And it's gonna be wonderful for the two of you. Bryce, you know, keep her heart and her trust safe because she gave it to you. Okay? You hear me? Because you may be her husband, but I'm her sister, and I will kill you, quite frankly. But I wish you guys the best, and
It's a horrible way.
and I love you, Melissa.